What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Base Legend. So I'm just going to dive right into the stuff that I normally do when I first go live and stuff like that. We're working on our mega base in Green Hell. Pretty excited about getting back into this one. I think we took like a week off from it, right? But I don't have much left on this base, and I'm super excited to be done with this one, because I'm moving back into Grounded, because in about a month, Grounded 2 comes out. And we're going to be streaming Grounded 2. And so I'm pretty excited about that. What up, King? What up, Master of Food? I can finally see my chat, so I see you guys there. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing awesome. Happy, what day is it? Monday? Happy Monday! Yeah, Monday. I like Mondays. I had a boss a long time ago who used to say that average people call in sick to work on Mondays. Successful people take Fridays off. And I was like, that's pretentious as hell, but I understand what you're saying. All right, let's go ahead. Kevin, tell me the what thing? Hang on. The chat refreshed. Let me look at this again. Tell me what you want, when you want to do the Minecraft thing. I was thinking about streaming Minecraft on Thursday. Are we there yet? We're almost there yet, Master of Food. We are almost there. I was thinking about streaming Minecraft this coming Thursday. We have a lot of affiliate stuff that I'm trying to get done this week, but I made the decision to just do it as video content, which sometimes is the best for affiliate stuff. And so I'm going to keep streaming base builds while we're doing all this affiliate stuff. But either way, okay, that one's done. Pop out this chat, slide this chat over here. Hang on, King. Let me see what you're saying. No, the thing we said on Discord. Oh, like whenever you get it done. I mean, there's no specific time or rush or anything like that. It's me, dude. It's chill. What up, Henry? Subnautica 2. When's Subnautica 2 coming out? I actually haven't heard that much about Subnautica 2. I know it's happening, so it's definitely a thing that's happening. That's for sure. Let's get into Green Hell, everybody. All right, so Green Hell. We last left off. I was on a little excursion. Subnautica 2 comes out next month? Where the hell have I been? What? That's obscene. How do I not know that? All right, well, it looks like Jay might do Subnautica 2. He doesn't know it yet, but I'll talk to him about it. All right, so when we last left off, I did this little excursion to show somebody where the Alvarez cave was, and I was in the process of getting back to my base. Hang on, 2623. Hey, edit everything. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't know what the Lamar Jackson edit is, and so I'm not going to do something that I don't know. But now if you explain to me what you're talking about, maybe we can talk business. 2623. Okay, so I'm right about here. Hey, Oprian, how you doing today? Oh, I need to set up my multi-chat. Hang on. Going off the screen for a sec. All right, now back on the screen. Oh, no, got to do it again. And then we got to click on this one again. And then we got to click on this one. Okay, now we got everything on the screen. Okay, so we're at 2623. 2623, we're here. We need to be heading north still. Yeah, because we got to get all the way up here. So let's just head north. Do I watch WWE? I used to when I was like a kid and a teenager. I used to back in the day, back when it was WWF, before like the whole transition. And then I kind of just stopped like right around college. And so I just kind of moved away from it. I still sometimes get served content from it. And I agree, Master of Food, so much that you're going to be broke. Those are piranhas. I shouldn't have jumped in here. I should not have jumped into piranha-infested water. That was a dumb move. I was a dumb guy. Made a dumb mistake. Alright, let's get on up here. Can I climb this? Looks like this is promising to climb. Yep. Alright, I gotta be careful. Oh, I just heard it came in. Did I just hear it came in? I think I just heard it came in. Like one of those little like... Oh, dude, you and me both. Beyond broke. That's why I try to get into so many different creator programs. Because there's a lot of games that I want to play that I don't want to invest the money into right now. And so, yeah, super cool. My favorite wrestler back in the day? Man, that's kind of a tough one. You know, I'm going to have to say the Hardy Boys were always kind of fun to watch, but it's going to sound really stereotypical. But I was a big fan of Kane. Like, big fan of Kane. And so I would say that would be my favorite one back in the day. Yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about there, King. With the Labyrinth, it's pretty much going to be whenever you get it done. I mean, we can do it tomorrow. We can do it next week. I'll issue the challenge as soon as we walk through the completed Labyrinth. And I don't even want to, like, give too many spoilers of what people are talking about. So anyway, if you guys haven't seen this spot, this is kind of a very not well-known area of Green Hell because you do not need to come back here. And there's not much over here. Ooh, but I'll take those. Hey, Skippy, thank you very much for that follow. I appreciate it. Sounds good, Oprian. You have a great rest of your day. Where's that bridge? There it is. So we're just going to slowly go back and forth across this river the kind of the whole way up, you know what I mean? Sounds good, buddy. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. And I mean, I'm going to leave it up to you if you want to tell people what you're working on, or if you want to kind of keep it a little secret. I think it's really awesome, and I hope that we get to have a lot of fun with it. All right, is it this one? Is this where I need to be? I think it's back the other way. Yeah, it's back this way. Oh my god, is there a cave back here, though? Sorry, this looks like kind of a nice dugout for a cave. Nope. Alright, so basically, I just need to get back to the base. And then once I'm back to the base, we'll be able to get back to work. There you go. Alright, so there should be a climbing platform. There it is. Right here. And so anyway, this is the other way of getting back to the airport. Thank you for 2344. Appreciate that. This is the other way of getting back to the airport without having to, like, go through all of that swimming and stuff like that. So literally, the airport's over there. The game just started lagging a little bit because my build's all getting in here. Thank you very much for that follow there. Appreciate that that Twitch follow. All right, so we gotta let the game kind of load my base because we didn't spawn in the base, right? So we just gotta be a little patient as it's spawning in here. I will definitely work with you on it, King, because that's fun to me. But to be honest with me, you're the more experienced builder in Minecraft, right? And so it's going to be a lot of your involvement. Thank you for 2345, by the way. Appreciate it. My God, it takes forever to load this thing in. Getting a little bit better. You know, let's try to walk inside of it now. The lag does go away. It just, when you have this much of a project disrupting the environment, the game kind of has to recalibrate a little bit. So just sit tight. The lag will go away, I promise. Just making sure we're not going to get hit by a puma while we're walking in here. All right, so looking good. So last time we finished the red building. Now we got this last building over there to do. That's the yellow building. And so we don't have any yellow paint, so I do need to actually go get some mushrooms. But the big stuff is making sure that we skin that, and then we get the mushrooms, and then we also, yeah, you guys get the idea. How do you get red paint? Red paint is Psychotria. And so this plant right here, the red berry plant, just mix that with a Brazil nut bowl, and you'll get that one. Sounds good, Henry. Let me know if I need to log in and get rid of creative mode for you, because I know I got that message from you at like 11 p.m. last night, my time, and I was like already asleep, and so I didn't check it until this morning. Hey, what's going on, Armadillo? You like me again? Nice. All right, you need bugs. Let's get your poop. Just clean up our pen here. Looks like we need a little bit of water here, and I could actually use a drink. Ooh, those are spoiled. Don't want to give those to our buddy. Oh, hang on. Can we harvest? No. Okay. Can't harvest bugs out of a bug. We tried. Cool. There's some maggots just to feed on for right now. It was removed? Okay, cool. I'm glad that got sorted. Yeah, I'm definitely glad that got sorted there, Henry. Okay, cool. So with that being said, we got compost here. Let's feed our Dillo real fast. Just real quick. and then I'll get back into building. So anyway, so the main goal today is getting that last building done. I have a lot of other amenities that I want to build up, and so like, I mean, the base is barely completed. We still have so much to do here. No, there's no natural water sources at the airport, and so all the mud that you're seeing here, there's an exploit where you can get mud bricks up a building platform that I've been using, and so that's how I'm able to do that. Oh, that's gorgeous. That sounds awesome, King. That sounds awesome. What? That's so lame, Henry. I do want to talk to Tech about that because we have had a few of those like resets and stuff like that. He said he's going to add a backup, and so I'm hoping that gets everything fixed there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Man, I kind of want to tell them, King, but at the same time, I also don't want to tell them. You know what I mean? Like, I also kind of want to let it be a little bit of a surprise when we get it done. You know what I mean? But entirely your call if you want to or not. Dude, I'm so sorry, Henry. I'd be frustrated too. I get frustrated over that stuff as well. I want to figure out what's going on with it because like we gotta stop having these reversions because even like the progress I make gets reverted too. And so like I definitely understand where you're coming from, buddy. Why do you got to run when you got nothing to run from? Because we're going to give you stuff to run from, Master of Food. King playing the cards by the chest. I love it. I love it. I also love that it's finally raining again inside of Green Hell. That is a beautiful sound to hear when that thunder first went off last stream. All right, finish these out. Do we still need more? Yeah, we still need 2 more, it looks like. Okay. I wanted to do this a very specific way, but it looks like that is not going to happen. I don't know if there's going to be something to run from or not. There may or may not be. There may or may not be. It may or may not be, King. Or, not King, I'm sorry, Master of Food. It might be. What up, Snake? I'm a snake. Just a chicken. You know what? Chickens can be very dangerous. My my sister-in-law, where's the spider? I want to feed you to Dilly. I want to feed you to Dilly. Where are you? There you are. Wow. How did I not see that giant bird eater? My sister-in-law has chickens, and we used to go to their house constantly. And I will say that that of all of the most innocent-looking creatures, chickens are vicious sometimes, like very, very vicious. And so don't underestimate a chicken, that's for sure. Can you face the danger? Maybe. Maybe, can you? I don't know if you can, Master of Food. Are you strong enough to face that danger? Are you brave enough to face it? Perfect. Yeah, make it 100% defensive, King. So that way, people literally have to survive. Like that's fantastic. I'll drop this poop right here. Don't need to be carrying all that poop on me. Nobody needs that much poop on them. Oh, I should put some of this away, probably. Yeah, I should probably put some of this away. Good. The mobs should be overpowered. All right, ditch some of this campfire ash. Perfect, that's good. When you put stuff down, does it ever disappear for you? So, Dylan, it's based on how much other stuff is out in the world, if stuff's going to despawn or not. And so, like, if you put thousands of logs out, yeah, they'll eventually start despawning. Oh, thank you for 2346, YouTube. I appreciate that. They will eventually start despawning. But for the most part, like, you're not going to do that. You're just going to have a handful of stuff down and about. And so the game is able to keep it out. But I have encountered some despawning in this one. Man, Master is really trying to just get all of the information out of you there, King. He's just ready. He's just like, I want to know. I want to know what's going on. I appreciate the level of secrecy happening here. All right, I was going to put a windowed wall. No, I was going to put a regular wall here. Yeah, there we go. Regular wall, regular wall, regular wall, regular, 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 regular. Not a regular wall here. This one deserves to be a window, right? Yeah, that's a window. Okay. Cool. And then this one, I wasn't planning on, I don't know why. Oh, because I needed the notch filter. Huh. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do a white cap on this one. Because I originally was going to just do it with leaves. But if I already have that notch platform up there, so that way the mud furnace can play out, let's go ahead and do the rest of this in wood, and then we'll just paint the ceiling white, just like these right here. So, there you go. Hey, Dylan, thanks for that follow. I appreciate it. Sorry, if you guys don't know, if you don't like the feed that you're currently on, we're currently on like 4 different networks. And so we go to your platform of your choice. Alright, so I'm going to need to go get some more rope soon. But first, kill this piggy. Sorry, piggy. Look at that little iguana scooting by. There you go. I like that. I like that, King. That's a good idea. Like that's actually a really solid way of approaching it. That's a really good idea. I will say, in Master of Food's defense, King, he is one of our stronger builders in the community. And so don't feel like you can't tell him. He might have some suggestions to make what we're talking about even better. But entirely up to you. I'm going to leave that decision up to you. But like I trust Master of Food with the projects that I'm working on. All right, let's get this pig meat on here. Like a maze from that one movie. You're going to have to be a little bit more descriptive, Master of Food. What movie are you referring to there, sir? All right, let's go visit Dilly. Let's take a shower real quick. We talk about taking showers in our latest video. Might as well actually do it. Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, that would actually be kind of cool, if I'm being honest with you, to see like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing like that. That's pretty awesome. All right, put this bird eater in here. Let's go ahead and harvest out some more maggots for this dude. I did not see the Dungeons and Dragons movie. I didn't even know that you were referring to an actual movie there, to be honest with you. Oh, where is he? I hear the puma. You guys hear him? I don't see the puma, but I hear him. And that's not good because I'm in a very, very insecure area. There he is. What up, friend? Little cat friend. Haha, headshot. Wow. Well, that's pretty exciting. I'm excited for that person, Yo Fave. That's pretty exciting. That's pretty interesting. I would like to see an animal make a hologram of themselves. That's kind of cool. All right, big cat meat. That's just kind of junk. Man, I'm over encumbered though. I was coming out here just to get some like rope or something. That I don't think we've actually talked about there, Master of Food, so I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. There we go on that one. Okay, so I'm pretty over encumbered here. I don't want to like use this big cat meat here. It's kind of lame in terms of like nutrition. It just gives you protein and energy. It doesn't give you any like fats. Actually, it may give you some fats, but it is certainly not as good as the pig meat that we do, because it gives you some really good fat. And so let's just toss this stuff inside of the composter to keep that moving. Thanks for that share, Harrison. Appreciate it. Okay, cool. So let's toss this charcoal, and I think we have a piece of obsidian too. So we'll get rid of all this junk. Nice, getting some good charcoal in there. Alright, well, all this is happening. That's pretty nifty. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that was the tool that I was showing somebody how to use. Okay, alright, onward. Onward, onward, onward. See, I can't answer that, Master Food. I wish I could, but like I told King, I'm not going to give away the secrets. You know? Okay, so it's getting kind of late. I haven't slept in a little while. So I'm thinking that we're going to need to go get some sleep soon. But we'll see how far we can go in terms of getting the rest of these sticks up here. I don't know if King is gone or not. He may have logged into Minecraft or something like that, but I don't have the console in front of me, so I can't see it. I guess I could probably just sit on the Discord console while I'm streaming so I can see what you guys are up to on Minecraft. That's super fun to do, by the way. Like, I'll be out in public or something, like waiting somewhere with my kids, and I'll just pull out my phone and see what you guys are up to on Minecraft. It's actually a lot of fun. I've only run into like the occasional hilarious conversation so far. Alright, get all these sticks in here. I just want to see how many more sticks I need to get, because the panels, these are all logs, and so we're definitely going to have to come in with some logs. But every single one of these, if we're skinning this all in wood, every single one of these is going to require sticks. And so we might as well lay down everything that we can first. There we go. I don't think I grabbed any more rope there. Oh well. Alright, well, after we put these sticks on, we'll go ahead and go take a nap, I guess. We'll go sleep. You know, prevent ourselves from getting insomnia. But yeah, it looks like the next step is going to be doing some logs. Or no, doing some sticks. Oh, I should check my rope. Yeah, I didn't grab any rope. Okay, so this is the one that I was a little like, how am I going to make this look cooler? Because I don't really want to have it just be like a square building. I see it. Gonna have to build a couple more platforms here. But yeah, we'll do kind of what I was doing in the other one, just in a little bit better. Man, I'm gonna have to chop that down somehow. I don't know why it's sitting like that. Why are you not reacting like this? That's weird. Oh well. Alright, we'll put it over here. It'll basically be a mirror copy. That'll be nice. Alright, can we chop this down? Because that's just weird. Don't know why these are just floating here. But oh well. Alright, onward. Let me go ahead and I guess go to sleep for a little while. And then in the morning, we'll get back to work. As I said, today's going to be just like finishing this building. That's the main goal right now, is just finish this building up. Alright, let's see here. Need a little bit of fat, a little bit of protein, a little bit of carbs, a little bit of water. Nothing too strenuous, right? There we go. So that took care of our protein. We still need a little bit of fat, but we'll do that in a minute. So our water. Let's go get our carbs. I should probably get some bananas in the base, but this banana tree is just so perfect being right here. Alright, let's go check for some fat. The easiest place to do it is up here. There's pine nut trees that occasionally will drop. But no, it doesn't look like we're going to get any. We're going to get any Brazil nuts today. Got leeches. It's exciting. No Brazil nuts on this one. Alright, whatever. We can ignore our fats for a little bit. In the meantime, let's get this leech off of us. Yeah, essentially. Like, I mean, we keep there's a moderate content moderator on. Like, it's not going to like kick anybody out. We don't have any banned words or anything like that. But we do have a family-friendly stream, or at least we try to. And so, yeah, you guys, if like you have a private message to send, just like drop an F-bomb in your message, and you can totally do a private message, King. It'll work. Like, I'll be able to see it. But yeah. Actually, I've never thought about that before. But yeah, that's definitely what would happen. It's kind of funny. Alright, I did not see any fat, but there's another pine nut tree. Anything else that we need to pick up over here? There's a couple of long sticks over here, too, that we could bring back. No. Oh, well. Alright, well, we did not come here for the pine nuts. We came here to get some more rope. And, well, we took care of all of our breakfast needs, too. So, now I'm just seeing if there's anything I want to, like, hand carry back to the base, but nah. Not worth my time. Let's get back in there. Let's put this rope down, and then we'll grab a cart and go get some sticks. Gonna like rapid fire try to get this one put together. I should really finish this first. It's only 9 logs, so okay, I'll come back in. Well, there you go. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear believable. I want to hear like trickery, and I want to make this a very mischievous type thing. And so yeah, have some fun with that one. Definitely have some fun with that one. Okay, is that the rest of my rope? Yep. All right, so for the sake of getting this part of it done, let's get 1 thing of logs and 1 thing of long sticks. No, King's not hiding out. He's back on YouTube now. Nah, dude, you're good. You're good. Nobody understood what I'm talking about. You're good, King. Everything will be all right, bro. I'm excited to see what you come up with, though. It's going to be a lot of fun. If that thing gets done, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so, man, that bird eater almost got me back there. Master Food's in TikTok looking for you now. There he is. There you are. All right, both of you guys. You found each other. I'm proud of you. Oh, wow. You can actually see that one? When did that happen? That's like the first time that's ever happened. Is punk still a derogatory word? I don't know. I guess as somebody who grew up kind of like as like in punk culture, I don't know. Master Food likes buttermilk? That's silly. Is it? I like buttermilk. That's like the proper way to make a biscuit is using buttermilk. You don't want to use regular milk, otherwise you don't have enough fat in that milk. Just saying. I think we're dealing with an alt ego here. It happens a lot for some reason. Alright, chop these down real quick. So I should probably do a little scout for some tribals. Just while I'm out and about. You know, we were away from the base for like a day or two, and so I don't want to deal with any surprises. It was super lucky when we did get that raid that one time. Like it was very, very lucky. I was just running to the edge of the base to go get something, and I happened upon these dudes trying to break down our wall. And it was, I've never seen it before. I've never been raided in this game. In over 1,000 hours, I've never had my base raided outside of Spirits of the Amazonia. And so it's super weird to me, I guess. Every other base, I've been in a situation where I've always gone out and checked, like, what's going on and, like, who's around me and stuff without even thinking about it. The airport's just such a massive space that I didn't think I needed to do much more than I was already doing. Nice. Got all of these, right? Yeah. Just to make sure that I'm done with it. Alright, so there's 10 long sticks. There's 4 more right here. Where's the other one? Where is it? There it is. I think we still need, what, 3 more regular logs? Perfect. I should probably invest in making some metal tools soon. That's one thing that I don't really bother with, is making the metal tools. Metal armor is pretty legit, but again, it's kind of a pain to make a lot of the armor and stuff like that in this game. And so to me, it's more economical just to use bone armor and then just the highest level tools, or in some cases the cheapest tools. So we'll see. Alright, so I'm going to go check a couple of the scout locations to see if there are any tribals lurking. We'll just leave this here for now. Just to see if there's any tribals. Just hearing that pig, but that's it. Still looking good. Nice. Alright, well, next time we'll go get... Ah, there we go. There's some pine nuts. But next time we'll go the other way from our base to go get more logs and stuff. And then we'll check the other side for scouts. Okay, let's grab our cart again and get on back to the base. There we go. Alright, so this is gonna only be enough to do like 3 frames. And since I added those other 3 frames on here, which actually I want to look at it. Should I put them on the other side so they're at least opposite instead of the exact same? Let me have a look here. Come on, fit the cart. There we go. There we go. Alright, so back at the base. No, I can't do that, because if I do that, I'm going to lose like all this walkway. This is just over a little too far. Trying to fit one more there. Okay, no worries. Not a big deal at all. Let's go ahead and get these frames put on. Then 3 long sticks each. I always love how you can throw logs up at a treehouse platform without any issue, right? But when you're building right here, I have to jump to hit those points. And so it's always just, I've never understood why can I like throw a log up at a tree and build a treehouse platform, but then I have to stand here and manually like jump every single point of this the first time. Not complaining. I like building in this game. It's a super fun like game to build in once you've mastered the survival side of things, because if you haven't mastered the survival side of things, this is one of the most annoying games to build in, because you're trying to build while also trying to survive. After a while though, like it kind of just becomes second nature, at least for me personally. Okay, so there's 3 more frames. just like on that one, we'll do window, window, door. So frames. Guess first things first, we'll do the platform right here. Okay. And then window. Well, that sounds like a plan. And then we'll get a door right here. Now, I want to kind of match this one over here. If we're gonna have them be identical, like they should be identical. You know what I mean? Okay, so we had a window there and there. So we'll do it like this. Nope. But you know what? No, that's a dumb place for a window. It's definitely a dumb place for a window. And then we'll do the other window over here. Yeah, love that. And then I guess we'll just do standard walls. Yeah, that's nice. That'll look good. Okay, and then this last one right here, this is going to be our door frame. Oh, we already have a door frame. Cool. All right. So that's how that building's going to look. Sounds good, King. You have a good one. Alright, let me go ahead and get all this stuff done. Man, I need more sticks already. That's what I was talking about. Like, it's the sticks and it's the rope. That's what bogs you down in this one. Oh, did I not bring back a full thing of ropes? Oh, wait, no, I did. I just used them all. Alright, how we doing food and drink-wise? Doing alright. Going this way this time so we can check for scouts. You can build so much faster when you're in the wet season as opposed to the dry season, and so this is fantastic in my opinion. It's just such a pain having to like go take a shower or a bath in like a river or something like that when you're just trying to survive. Speaking of trying to survive, let's check on Dilly. What up, friend? How you doing? Okay. Alright, you're doing alright. You want 5 more maggots? Oh, you don't even need 5 more maggots. You just need 3 more maggots. Doing good on water? Cool. I'll have some water with you. Alright, sounds good. Be back in a bit, Dilly. So this one is going to be all long sticks. We're going to come back with 40 long sticks. And I know that might be a little overkill. I would love to be done with all the stick collecting that I need to and just focus on logs. I could also start doing the yellow paint, which I'm pretty sure is these right here. Or is it the glowing ones? No, it's the glowing ones. Okay. Alright, well that makes things a little bit easier. We just gotta find the glowing yellow mushrooms, but I should start collecting the yellow mushrooms. Nice. Alright, so now it's just a game of chopping down logs and stuff. I'm going to speed this along, though, because we're just going to split our logs since we're bringing back so many sticks. Just going to split all the logs that we chopped down to make this super simple.
No.
Really? Wow.
Are you kidding me?
That's really unfortunate. Okay, that's convenient. We actually do have a long stick just sitting out here, so we'll be all right. A couple logs here, too. That's cool, too. All right, big rock, big rock. There's a big rock. Okay, craft. And then craft, and then rope. Let's do it. I wish there was a stronger two-handed axe. Like, they have these two-handed axes, and then they have, like, the modern axe, which is basically a two-handed axe, but it's just modern, right? And so I wish that there was yet another two-handed option, but I don't know, beggars can't be choosers, right? Alright, so I do not need any more planks. That's pretty cool. That was also pretty cool. Why am I so tired? I shouldn't be this tired. I guess I've already done a lot of harvesting. Jake was trying to punch with the axe in his hand right there because I started clicking too soon. Alright, let's do some collecting. Oh, we need to get one more piece of rope. There we go. Cool and cool. Got those. There's a couple long sticks right here. Again, I'm trying to speed this along as quick as we can. So we're going to be utilizing the logs that we just chopped down too. We're just slicing them up. I figure we're in the home stretch, so I'm not going to worry too much about conserving trees around me for the long haul. Just going to kind of start taking the trees that we need to take. It doesn't matter at this point. Just ready to be done with this base. Oh, come on. That was like spot on. Why did that not split it? Love it. And there we go. Nope, let me check something real quick. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. I always forget to put my Slack on Do Not Disturb when I'm streaming. And so all the people from like my other YouTube channel, like my day job and stuff like that, they always message me on Slack. For some reason, it's always like right around the same times when I'm coming in to do a live stream. And like, again, not complaining or anything like that. They're good people, and I want to answer their calls. But I also don't want to like have streams disrupted pretty frequently because of phone calls and all of that. And so, yeah. Joys of being busy. Ooh, yummy food. Eat that, get some energy back up. Nice. Alright, so this is almost full right here. There's those logs. So here's 4 right here. Got it. That's one thing, if you look around a lot of my bases, you're going to see planks everywhere on the ground. Because this is the easiest way, in my opinion at least, to harvest all the long sticks that you need for a massive build. Is by just splitting your logs and just making like the long sticks and planks yourself. It just saves you a lot of time from having to run around and look for the right tree. Just chop down what you need. And then just, again, leave all the trash behind. It'll be alright. Like, it's not the end of the world if there's a bunch of wood planks sitting on the floor of the Amazon, right? Alright, rush on over here. So we got 20, we need 5 more. Ahem. What's going on? How you doing, Master Food? You out of here, buddy? No worries. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm excited to show this one off finally and be done with it. You have a good one, sir. I'll see you next time. Oh, come on. I should have had that one. And chop. Looks like we got some leeches. Take care of that real fast. There we go. Had to wait for the wind to finish checking that one. It's always the last limb. Every single time. It's always the last limb that I check. Okay, so this should hopefully be everything we need, right? Ah, no, we're missing one. So it's gonna be a little annoying, but I'm gonna run the complete opposite way, so that way I can also check over on a different end of the area here to see if we have any scouts over there waiting. No, no scouts. Okay. We still got all of our ropes, so I'm good there. I love the beehives, but like now I never go over to that side of the base because I never carry a lit torch on me. And so it's just, I guess, part of that game, I guess. Alright. Fantastic. Let's get in here and put these sticks down. Sad thing is I think that I'm gonna probably have to do a second trip here. Just guessing from the initial 10 that just went in. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do probably 2 or 3 trips of this, because each one of these panels is 5 long sticks and 3 logs, and so I can basically finish 1 per panel with this amount of sticks. So we'll see, right? I'll be optimistic to a fault as usual. Nice. Those just need rope. That's one of the reasons why I'm so excited to get into Grounded 2 when it comes out next month. Is because I've played this game into oblivion. Like, I've beaten it so many different times, and I've built at all the locations I've wanted to build at, except for maybe 2. There's 2 locations that I've always wanted to build a base at, and I've never gotten around to it. And so it's going to be really, really fun switching to a game that, again, I have to learn from the beginning and like all this other stuff. Don't play that many of those. Like, we release these affiliate videos pretty regularly. And that's exactly what I'm saying I don't get to do. But it would be nice to do a game that's like more acclimated to my preferences and genre, you know what I mean? But anyway. Okay, so with that being said, I didn't really even say anything. Bam, look at all that beautifulness. Got the ropes on this one. Okay, so now those all just need logs. What are we missing here? Ah, a long stick there. That's one that we are actually missing. So we are going to have to go get one more long stick, but I think I'm going to run that. Okay. Oh, add a rope. Alright, so we need 5 rope. Wow, we actually need a good amount of stuff. Let's go get 1 long stick. Because it would be cool to just get the bottom of the base before I go to sleep for the night. It would be cool to get the bottom of the base done with just some like long sticks, and you guys get it. And then that way tomorrow I mainly have to just focus on logs, which would be really, really cool. Normally I give myself too hard of a task or challenge and never get it done in this game. So I'm really hoping that we can speed this one along a bit. We don't want any of that junk. Okay. There we go. This is what exactly I'm looking for right here. Oh, come on. That was like a perfect hit. Should not have done that. Alright, so slice. And slice. Perfect. Alright, well that saved me a little bit of trouble, right? Alright, so with this one, The sticks are pretty much always going upstairs. Hey, Gavin. Working on the airport base for our Green Hell build. And so it's probably our largest base that we've ever done inside of Green Hell right here. So I'm pretty excited to kind of get this one done. Okay, so that just needs the logs now. Finish these out. Cool. Alright, so now we just need a little bit of rope there. Cool. And then a little bit of rope back this way. I'm hoping that we can kind of get this all done with the rope. Nope, out of rope already. Alright, what are we looking at in terms of getting it done? So we need 3 rope there. And then just logs down here. We need 4, 7, 10. Wow. Okay, so we should really go and get half logs, half logs and half long sticks. I did. Red building is completely done. And so it looks pretty cool from up above. Before I go to sleep for night, I'll do a little pullback tour. But yeah, Gavin, let's check it out. I still need to finish the treehouse. That's a big part of it. But over here, there you go. Starting to come together. Actually, you know what? It's nighttime, so the moon's over there. It looks a little bit better from over here this time. Yeah, there it is. And so there's the airport city. I'd live here. Like, it looks so chill to live here with all these parrots and stuff like that. I mean, granted, I don't want to die from puma attacks and all that, but either way. Alright, well, let's go have a shower and go get some sleep. And tomorrow we're getting 1 thing of logs, 1 thing of sticks. Man, is that looks like more than 20. 4, 8. Hang on, let me just go back up there. Just go back up there. Instead of making this hard for myself. Okay. So let's go 4. Okay, now actually it's 5. So 5, 10. This one's only 3, so 13. This one's 4, so 17 plus 4 is 21. Man, it's 21, 22. Okay, so if we get 1 thing, and I literally mean just 1 thing of long sticks, we'll still have to get a few more, or like 2 more, but that's all we're gonna bother doing. Okay, let's just stand out here for a minute. Get the shower that we need without actually having to like waste any water in our shower. I have not decided what I'm going to do with that treehouse yet. I think I'm just going to do frames around the edge of it with half walls. So that way you can just like make it basically like an Archer tower kind of thing. But that's kind of all I've really gotten as far with that one. All right, let's go get some sleep. Man, I am tired today on this Monday. Joys of having young kids. I woke up into bed and I didn't even remember like which one. Let me rephrase that. So my kid does that thing where she gets scared at night. And so she wants to come into mom and dad's room and sleep in our bed, which like I don't have a problem with. I think it's really cute and endearing. And so she's always welcome to do that. But then some nights she gets really restless. And so we kind of have to kick her out and send her back to her bed. But we don't want to send her back to her bedroom where she didn't want to be by herself. So either her mom or I go with her. Last night, I ended up being the one to take her back to her room, which is kind of ironic a little bit because I didn't remember doing it. That's how tired I was. And so I woke up this morning and I was sleeping in her room and I was like, what the hell is going on? Just, yeah. Joys of being a parent. All right, I want that pig. That's why I'm like walking around kind of stupid right now. Is I want to kill this pig. And put this on the drying rack here. So, there we go. So, after we put this on the drying rack, let's grab a little bit of breakfast. And we'll get back to work. Just need to get 1 thing of long sticks. 1 thing of, One thing of long sticks, and then one thing of logs. My God, that was sad. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate it. And the likes. Definitely appreciate that. That's really kind of you. All right, put these excess bones inside of the composter, which we just learned out how to do last time. Really? You can't put the maggots back in there? Interesting. All right, well, we're putting these up here. There we go. Let's go check on Dillo. What else do we still need? Just carbs? Cool. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick shower real fast, and then we'll go get some carbs. I heard the armadillo make noise, I think, but it kind of sounded like a very young puma. All right, hang on. Name. Dillo. We'll call him Dillo. All right, and then let's pet Dillo. What up, Dillo? So good to see you. Love that. I would love to do Green Hell VR, man. I wish I had a VR headset that had Green Hell on it. I have a PSVR, like the PlayStation VR from the PS4 days, and it's just sitting right over there. I never really play it, but it is definitely one that I want to play. That's for sure. I've never gotten to do VR in this. Yeah, I want to call you. Yeah, look at you following me around. Look at this friend following me around. Love that. That's so cool. Hey, glad to have you here, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate all that. Oh, we should clean up some of this poop. I was hoping he was going to eat some of these maggots so I could get this maggot out of here. Oh, I imagine, man. Like, already know. I already know. No pun intended there. But yeah, I see so many people playing VR Green Hell, and it's so awesome looking. I want to check that one out. And then also, just the other day, I was playing Phasmophobia here on a live stream with Major Killer, one of our community members. And he was playing in VR, and it looked like such a fun time. There you go. Subnautica 2 is having multiplayer built in. That's awesome. That makes me so happy, Henry. Man, we should set up a Subnautica channel in the Discord, so that way everybody can like partner up and get into Subnautica. Because I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for Grounded. There's just so many amazing games coming out here. So I'm pretty pumped about that one. Interesting. I've only, and I know that I just said that, like, I've seen a lot of content for Green Hell VR. To be frank, I haven't seen much building content. And so that makes a lot of sense that you have to kind of like hammer in your resources too. But yeah, I like that they've made it a little more difficult. That's actually kind of exciting. I kind of want to check it out even more now after hearing that. But yeah, that's something that's actually been on my list. Is I want to just reopen up my PS4 and go to the PS4 shop, because like I don't even have PlayStation Network anymore. After I had kids, I completely switched up how I play games. And so I used to be pretty much exclusively a console player. And then I had kids and I switched over to being a PC gamer because I'm on my computer constantly, and I made a situation for myself where I get to work from home. And so with that being said, I would love to play Green Hell VR. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And so I want to see if my current VR headset would kind of like work for it or not, or if I gotta like upgrade my system. These trees haven't regrown yet. Let's go over this way. Whoa, I just got a -5 on my sanity for leeches. How many leeches do we have on me? Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's too much insanity. It's way too much. That's something that I've always wanted to do in this game. This might sound ridiculous, but I want to do a cannibal playthrough of Green Hell, where basically you have to eat human meat to survive. It's not like a mod or anything like that, but I've always wanted to do it. Because if you know anything about this game, if you eat human meat, you get more and more insane. And so I always thought it would be really fun to do a playthrough of this game where my character is a cannibal. And so I have to kill and eat tribals to survive, because otherwise you're not going to get any protein or fat. Oh, that sucks. Sorry, I need the long sticks, but I guess we won't get that one. But anyway, so I've always wondered if that's even possible, because you can encounter like tribals on your first day, but you have to go to them. My coordinates? Yeah, dude, I'm at the airport. It's just 28, 23. And so I'll even show you on the map. It's this. It's A on the map too. And so yeah, I'm just at the airport, bud. It does not look like the airport, I know, but yeah, it's one of the more iconic locations in the story. It's actually one of my favorite spots when you first get to the airport, because of a lot of the events that happen here. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries at all. But yeah, so actually, it's, as I said, it's on my list. I want to, and I'll probably do it in the next couple of days. I want to check to see if I can get VR Green Hell going, because that would be so much fun to stream. And again, I want to see how many of my Green Hell skills. Spectator for what, Henry? I'm perplexed as what you mean. But yeah, I do want to see if I can get into the VR side of things. Did they go on the roof? Man, they went on the roof too. Oh, for Minecraft? Yes, I have no problem with you guys switching like game modes and things like that. But let me see. It's gonna be kind of a pain to do it right now. See if you can tag Techfather on our Discord, or whatever his name just changed into. But tag our Minecraft mod, like our admin. Tag him on Discord and let him know what you want. Let him know that I'm cool with it, because like I don't care. And he can even like come onto the live and ask if he needs to. But yeah, tag him on Discord, and that's probably the quickest way to get it done. To be honest with you, I know very little about how to manage our Minecraft server. I think you guys know that because we had that one troll come onto our server that one day while I was live, and I ended up kicking everyone out of the server when I meant to only just ban his IP. And so yeah, that was a lot of fun. Learned a few lessons there. You know, even after that day, I went back to our server admin and I was just like, this is exactly what I typed. You can check it out in the console, and like he did. And yeah, it was just made no sense. Wait, Tech was attacking you guys? See, now I want to know what's happening, because I want to figure out what's going on. Oh, you're talking about that one troll, Marcus? Yeah, that dude was he was annoying. Yeah, I am so glad that we got rid of him. Don't want those types of people in our community. And that was annoying. Like, again, that was just super annoying. People like that, I've learned, and this is 100% experience talking, and people like that just troll on public servers and things like that because they have no friends to play with themselves. And when you really, really, really go into the dichotomy of a troll, oh my God, is it hilarious. It is so laughable. When you really start breaking down troll behaviors, you're like, wow, you just have no friends, no life, no anything. And so, yeah, it's super funny when you really start breaking it down. That guy had nothing going on whatsoever. All right, so here's the last of the sticks that we need. I might as well pick up these planks, too. I didn't think about it. I should go back and get another plank. But I should really be carrying planks in addition to all this stuff, so that way I can refill my plank storage. If I do end up making metal armor, I want to have a ton of planks, so that way I can make a ton of charcoal. Hang on. Sorry. I thought I heard tribals. I'm like super paranoid this time. Oh, he was totally. He was definitely. I don't know if I'd go as far as to call him evil, because like I've met some very evil people in my life, and I don't think trolls are evil. I think they just get their rocks off on really stupid ways, and that's to each their own. But when it starts impacting the people in our community, that like we don't like that. You know, we want our community to be a fun, safe place for everybody involved. We don't want people to get frustrated because some moron is running around doing the stuff that he was doing. So glad we all got it handled. And I mean, the best part about it is that nobody cared too. Everybody was just like, oh yeah, that guy, yeah, he can go. He doesn't have to be here. And you know, that's a great situation when an entire community of people basically says that we don't want you here. And I appreciate that so much, Henry. I don't know if I've said it personally, but like, thank you very much for spreading the word. We can get up to 100 people on the Minecraft server in its current state. And then I do want to talk to Tech about expanding it and like getting even more people, or launching a second server. Like have one be PvE, have one be PvP, have one be like mini games. Like I have a bunch of different options. And then I was also thinking, and this might be a ridiculous one, I was thinking about creating kind of a sandbox world and giving anybody who logs into it just creative, and seeing what we could have accomplished if we literally just give dozens of base builders like the keys to the kingdom and unfettered access to each other. You know what I mean? When's my next live? Tomorrow, same time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to about 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And then the other streamer on this channel, his name's Jay. He's awesome. If it's not me, it's him. He streams on the Wednesday, Saturdays. Yeah, that's his days. So there you go. All right, so there's all of that. We still need to get some rope. But if we got to go out and get some rope, we might as well finish off what we can here. Okay, so we need 4 more rope to finish off our door. Let's go ahead and finish off these walls, though. Hey, John. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well today. I mean, to be honest, that's my castle at spawn there, Henry. I definitely, I need to keep working on it. I messed up on the lava pour that I was doing yesterday. And so I haven't done that very much, if you guys can't tell. And so in doing that and messing up on the lava pour, I have a lot of like repairing to do. So I'm hoping that the server reset fixed that and I can actually get stuff going there. Do you want creative back? Because I don't mind giving you guys creative in our server. I don't care. Like, I don't expect you guys to play in survival mode if I'm not playing in survival mode. You know what I mean? Hey, G guys. I've played Ark a bunch of times, and I've tried to make video content around the one that just came out, but it was unplayable. So it's actually one of the first ones, the first and only games that I've ever actually had to refund on Steam. Supposedly it's gotten much better now since then, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Sounds good, man. You have a great rest of your day, bud. Hope to see you again. All right, just get these carbs up a little bit. Okay. All right, let's go back down here and grab our cart again. Oh, wait, those are the mushrooms that I'm looking for. Nice. Oh, that's super cool. That actually makes things really easy. So these are the mushrooms to make the yellow paint. And so we'll just go ahead and make 3 things real fast. Yeah, I only want it to be like a small amount of time continuously, so that way like the people in creative mode basically don't like redo the entire world, you know what I mean? But like, Henry, if you really just want to like build a castle for yourself and you want to just hammer it out and get it done in creative, like I have zero problem giving you creative. Same thing with Techfather. Like I've told him, I just basically told him, like, I don't care if people are in creative mode, survival mode. Like, I just want them to have fun on the Minecraft server. So yeah, if you want creative, I can, as soon as I get off the stream in about like less than an hour, like just around an hour actually. If you wait until I'm done with the stream, I can give it to you then. Or you can ask TechFather. And again, you can tell him that like I'm on the live stream saying that you can have it right now. Again, just want y'all to have a good time. That's my favorite part about that Minecraft server is when we got to, I think, 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I just asked everybody in the community, just like, what do you guys want? Like, I don't have any idea what we're doing to celebrate 2,000. And then everybody was just like, oh, we want a Minecraft server. And it's like, I have no idea about Minecraft, but if that's what you guys want, that's what we're going to do. So there you go. Okay. Well, so you're in right now, Henry? Hang on 2 seconds. Let me just put this in my cart. Let me just put this in the cart, and then I'll jump into Minecraft real fast. Stupid spam call. Sorry, I'm like over encumbered, and I'm carrying these logs right now, and I probably shouldn't be carrying them, but whatever. There we go. Why am I over encumbered? I feel like I shouldn't be over encumbered. I don't need these dry leaves. Ditch these maggots. Yeah. I shouldn't be that over encumbered, but whatever. Alright, 2 seconds. I guess I don't have Minecraft on my desktop. That's surprising. There we go. Alright, 1 second, Henry. Let me get you taken care of. Oh, man. What a long, fun day it's been. You know what I mean? Like, it's just been a ridiculously long but fun day. We just released, like, a new video on the channel. And so I'm pretty happy about that one. Actually, you're on right now. I don't even need to go into the game. I can just do it through Discord. Yeah, let me just do it through Discord real fast. Alright, hang on. King of Death, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me see if I do this right, because he showed me how to do it earlier. Let's see if I can do it right. So, game mode, creative, King of Death, 1, 2, 3. Did I do it? Yeah. Okay, Henry, that should have worked. You should have creative mode in Minecraft now. Let me know when you want me to switch you back to survival, if you want me to switch you back to survival. Otherwise, I'll probably just remove it next time I'm on. Just because, again, I'm not trying to have anybody redo the world or anything like that. All right, let the stream catch back up again. Because we had to drop out of that. All right, so back to getting some logs. Let's go this way and get some logs. It's been a while since we've gotten them from over here. Oh, there's the Minecraft launcher finally launching. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Can we do an episode when we first get to the fort? So I was thinking about going on a quest to find this fort that you showed us in Project Zomboid yesterday. I was thinking about actually going on a quest and doing a video because I had never heard of it until you showed it off. Oh man, hang on. I'm gonna have to pause it real fast and just get rid of that launcher in the background because it is bogging things down. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Let me fix this. Okay, get rid of the Minecraft launcher. But yeah, I definitely will do some content around that. Hey, Boyd, thanks for that share. Appreciate it, man. All right, so this one we're doing all logs. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing here? Oh, you and me both, man. I after you showed off that spot, I think even after the stream, we even were talking about it after we all got off the stream, and we were just like, that's such a cool location. How did none of us know about this location at all? And so, yeah, kudos to you, buddy. Like, really cool spot. All right, I'm moving way too slowly. This is craziness. What can we ditch here? Animal droppings, ditch those. That should have done the trick. Okay. There we go. Now we can actually move around a little bit. Okay, you have to make your own road. I'm okay with that. I saw kind of what you were talking about, where it's past the edge of the forest. And so if we got to kind of forge our way through a little bit of a forest, I'm okay with that. I might launch like a solo game into builder mode or something like that and just try to get there in like a couple streams or so. But mainly I want to get this one done, this build done, so I can get into some of the more exciting games and things like that, like the Project Zomboids and all that. Keep by the river. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I will definitely keep that in mind. I mean, this is going to be a fun quest. Like a really, really fun excursion. Alright, so those are just long sticks, so whatever. I think I might still need a couple long sticks. So even though we have all of this ready to go, still going to run these 3 and just kind of put them out in the open so I don't lose them. There we go. Alright, any more log trees back here? There's 1. There's 2. That's pretty nifty. That was something that I was hoping to get to, but it doesn't look like I'm going to have time on this stream. But I was planning on planting the whole garden, so that way I could start getting my own bananas and stuff like that without having to leave the base. It's kind of a pain, but it is so worth it. Alright, so 7 and 8, so we need 3 more trees. I would love if we've gotten to the point where these palm trees regrow, but it has been so long since the palm trees regrow. I actually kind of want to know if they took that out, because the palm trees used to not, like, palm trees used to definitely regrow if I remember correctly. Alright, I don't need this tree. I've never needed this tree. Let's get rid of this one. There we go. So I want to like get down to the bottom of it so that way I can get to the fiber that's there. A helper Chad? I'm intrigued. Let's just say that I'm very intrigued by what you're saying here with helper Chad. There we go. Full of logs. We have full rope too, right? Yep. Alright, back to the base. I love games like that give you like a little tutorial or like helper buddy. It's there's a trope for it. It's called the Virgil trope, which comes from Dante's Inferno. And so it's like the spiritual guide and stuff like that. And so it's a fun little storytelling mechanic. All right, and so we're gonna have to come back and get all the other long sticks. But let's go ahead and get in what we can here. Love that. Just finish out the floor in just one hit. Okay, let's get back into doing all this stuff. That's amazing. That sounds like the coolest game ever. Oh man, I was actually so we do Lurkit streams. That's how we do a lot of our affiliate content. And so we do the whole Lurkit creator program. And if you don't know what Lurkit is, it's basically if you're an up and coming creator, game publishers and developers put their games on Lurkit and they give you quests. And if you meet certain criterias like views per month or concurrent viewership on your streams, then you can actually just get free games. And it's one of the reasons how we are able to get a lot of free games and free content. Which is like the under-discussed perk of being a game streamer. I didn't know this when I was signing up for this business, but I think I started streaming and my Steam library had maybe 30 games in it. We've been doing this for a year and my Steam library is over like 150 strong, and I've bought maybe like 10 of those games. And so like that's the under-discussed perk of being a live streamer, is all the free content. But Lurkit That's what we use for our creator program, and we get our keys and stuff like that from Larkit. And so, with that being said, man, I almost want to go back in with like, I'm gonna bring back 1/2 stick so that way I can finish this off. This game is literally hell. It is, but if you've been here for 107 days, it's more like paradise. And so actually, what day is it? It's 108. This is my 108th day in Green Hell. Man, I laugh because the story of my first 10 minutes in Green Hell, I died the first time I played this game. I died in the first 10 minutes, which sounds ridiculous, but if you've ever played Green Hell, you're like, I get it. I understand. 10 minutes? Wow. You survived a lot longer than some people. But yeah, so my first death in this game, I will never forget it. I spawned in, I walked around until I found a cave. I went inside the cave. I got stung by a scorpion. I left the cave. I went to go look to try to figure out how to fix the poison. I got bit by a spider. And so I had 3 stacks of poison, 3 stacks of a fever. And then I figured out finally how to get rid of the poison, just the poison, by eating plantain lilies. And so I did that, but then I had the fever. And then I dehydrated myself because I gave myself parasites and I didn't want to do that again. And I couldn't figure out how to purify the water. And so I died in literally like 10 minutes of real life, not in game time. But I died in about 10 minutes the first time I ever played this game. It is a brutal survival game. But now it's like I log in, it's a walk in the park. And I truly mean that. It is a walk in the park. You guys know about that feature? That's a fun feature. If you're here, I'll show you exactly what it is. It's an under-discussed, unknown feature of Green Hell. But so you see my carry capacity weight, it's at 45.4 out of 50. And so I can pick up 2 logs, right? And now I'm at 50.4, and so I'm over encumbered. And that's why I'm walking so slowly here. So while you're over encumbered, if you open your inventory, it'll stay at your over encumbered rate. So you can see why you're over encumbered, and then you can go over and like grab a stick and drop your stick, and if it goes away, then you can pick up your logs again and you can walk without being over encumbered. And so it's kind of this little hidden feature of Green Hell that a lot of people don't know about that one. But if you're over encumbered, just open up your inventory, and a lot of times you're going to find exactly what you need to remove, because it'll tell you the weight that you're fully over encumbered on. So there you go, little Green Hell tip for you guys. All right, so I don't want to call it just yet on this day. It is way too early, but I am tired. Let's be smart about this. Let's ditch the cart. Let's go get some energy. There's a little bit of energy right here. Oh, nope, don't craft. But if you're in my inventory, might as well just eat them both right here. Alright, so there's a little energy. Let's go find one of those Brazil nut trees and get... Thanks for that follow. I appreciate that. And we'll go find something that gives us a little energy. You guys see that snake? Dude almost... Oh, those are tribals. I think I hear 2 tribals. Is that what's going on? You guys hear them, right? I see them now, too. They're right in front of me. Looks like it's 3. Oh, bad shot. Come on. Let's go, guys. I have, like, no energy. Let's make it happen. There's 1. I know you need to rest. Right now, you need to kill. Where's the other? There he is. Missed. Gotcha. Alright, well that was pretty easy. That was pretty simple. But cool. Handled that raid. So in case you were wondering, the reason why I just skinned that dude is because he's a hunter. And for some reason, if you skin hunters, you get more tribal arrows. Or at least sometimes. At least that's how it used to be. Now it doesn't look like that's the case anymore. But either way, we got our arrows back. Ditch this human meat. Nobody wants that. I have leeches too, so let me take care of those real fast. Where are they? There they are. There it is. Sorry, I can't really see through this tree, so I'm trying to just like kind of feel around for them. Didn't work that well. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All right, so we're probably going to get parasites here. Yep, there's one parasite. Delicious. But I don't want to pass out while I'm in the middle of the the Amazon here. Look at that. 4 parasites. Amazing. Amazing. I don't want to I don't want to pass out while I'm skinning these dudes. There's a bamboo or not bamboo, a Brazil nut tree like right down the road from where I'm at. And so this is nothing. He has an arrow in his foot. Did I shoot you in the foot, or are you standing on an arrow? He was standing on an arrow. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. All right, so let's ditch all these bones. We don't need them. Ditch all this human meat. Don't need that. And then now we got to get some of this deliciousness. Yum. All right, so those mushrooms are going to keep me awake. This tree, fingers crossed, this is what we were looking for. Yep, there we go. These blue boys. So I need at least 4. There we go. Actually, no, I think I only need 2. Because each one of these does 2. But cool. All right, so let's go jump into the fishing hole here. That's what I call it, even though it's not really a fishing hole. We'll get rid of our dirty hands, then we'll get rid of the parasites while simultaneously spiking our energy. When you get to this area in the game, this is getting down to the climbing spot. Watch for spiders when you get here. There's always, for some reason, there's always spiders like right in this path. But this is the climbing spot to get you down to where the what's it called? The rebreather, so you can swim underwater or hold your breath breathe underwater. That's English is hard. It's my primary language and I'm terrible with it. And jump. All right, go for a quick swim. Get rid of our dirty hands. Fantastic. All right, so these blue mushrooms, they're amazing. I love these blue mushrooms because they give you 10 energy each. And so if you eat 5 of them, it basically gives you a full stack of energy while simultaneously getting rid of all of your parasites. The blue ones are used to make blue paint, and then the yellow ones are used to make yellow paint. So there you go. All right, so we got rid of our dirty hands, we got rid of our parasites, we got rid of those tribal scouts that were gonna raid my base eventually. The only thing we're missing is a puma attack. We haven't been attacked by a puma in a long time. And I'm not gonna knock on wood, I want the puma to come and attack me. But yeah, we got attacked by a puma on our first day. And I guess he was just like, I don't want to do it anymore. Just get off of me, centipede. Silly centipede. That's what I thought. I thought I saw a log over here. Alright, why are we over encumbered now? Stitch a couple sticks. I thought I saw... Yeah, okay. There was a couple things to just check over here to see if they were resources that I've just left behind. But I thought I saw a couple logs sitting about that I could just load onto the cart. But I don't know, I must have been mistaken. Whatever. There's another log back there that we'll go get. So there we go. We got 9 sticks left to get. And then we got 4 more logs to get. So looks like a good enough place to start chopping some stuff down. Alright, so those are all the logs that we need. So now it's just a matter of getting all of the sticks. But this won't take that long. Because what was it? We just needed 9 sticks. Just chopped down 2. Where'd the other one go? What? Where'd the other one fall? That's silliness. That's something I always find ridiculous in this game. is the amount of times that I chop something down and a log or stick just like vanishes on me. But either way. All right, so we need 6 more of them. There's 2. There's 4. And 6. I don't know why, but I feel like originally you used to be able to carry 6 long sticks, and then they changed it or something. Or I might just be like misremembering that. But I vaguely remember being able to carry 6 sticks at once in this game. Or like 6 bamboo sticks or something. I don't know. Alright, let's get on back. Try to finish this building. Oh, I should check to see if I got all the rope that I needed. Hey, down bad. You know what's funny? You know the Konami code? The like up down, left right, BA start, that code. I think I messed it up at some point in there. But my daughter has this Fisher-Price gaming controller. It's a kid's toy, right? But it's a gaming controller, and if you enter the Konami code, there's like this little hidden Mario sound effect that plays, and I don't think I don't think Fisher-Price got permission from Konami to use their code, or from, I mean, you don't need that, but I don't think they got permission from Mario to use any of their sounds, and so it's the funniest thing in the world, but it's a literal Easter egg on this this controller. I might make a short about it or something like that, but yeah, every time I hear the Konami code or see it, which I know that's not it, but every time I hear the Konami code, I immediately think of my kid's toy. All right, getting it done. So we have a bunch of sticks now, because as we finish parts of the wall, there's going to be another section that opens up. But check it out. So that was 4, and then you put 2 in, and then 2 more. And there's a whole wall, so it takes forever to do this part of it. Hey, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it, man. Mighty kind of you. Super appreciate that stuff, man. How's your day going? It has been a long but fun day over here, as I've mentioned. Let's see how many more of these sticks we can add in. There we go. All right, so we're at that point where I'm going to start complaining about needing a ton of rope to finish all of this stuff. Okay, so I guess we're at the point where we just need rope and logs right now. Yeah. Okay, so let's go get a whole thing of logs, and then we will come back and get all this. The big thing is getting all the rope, because one wall with the sticks takes 6 rope in total, and that's obscene when you can only carry 10 at once. And so it's kind of a pain when you're doing all the rope collection. All right, next up, we're going this way. I would love to get just the one building done before the end of the stream today, and that's going to be in about 30 minutes here. Let's just see how far we can get it going. All right, so first things first, fill up with rope. Just kind of make things easier on myself. That way I do that all the time, where like I'll go out and I'll get a resource like wood or something like that, and I'll forget to get the secondary resource I need, like rope. And so I get back and I'm ready to build, and so I have a cart full of everything that I need, like the primary resource, the wood, right? But then I'll sit down and it's like, you need rope to finish connecting all of this stuff, and it's just like, it's always a pain. All right, I didn't need to chop that one down because I'm not bringing any sticks back. So that was kind of a waste of energy. Let's go over here, see what kind of logs we can chop. See, a lot of this is still regrowing because I've been here for way so long. Did I build all the structures in this game? I've built the ones that are colored. At the airport, there's a couple spots. So here, 2 seconds. I'll show you what I've built. Climb on up here real fast. So this is one of my treehouse platforms. But okay, so I built the wall around the perimeter of everything. The blue building, the red building, the green building. That building over there is eventually going to be the yellow building, so I call it the yellow building. Then there's also the second treehouse over here. But yeah, these are all my like builds and stuff like that. Then this is kind of just the main area of the base. 2 seconds. Let me just get up to the top. But the airport, oops, there we go. The airport has some built-in locations that I'm not using anymore, but it's back there. There's one building over there. That's built like when you first get here. You can see it over the wall because the wall's not fully formed there. There's a second building over there. That's also like previously inside of the game before any of this. And then there's a third building, this like little shed right over here. That was also in there. Oh, I guess there's a fourth shed too. Yeah, there's a fourth shed over there. But those are the existing spots. It's pretty much everything outside of the wall. That is also something I built, is the animal husbandry area. Use this elevator. But the animal husbandry area, it is outside of the wall, but I have it fenced in. And so this is also mine. But there you go. That's a quick tour of our base here. Hang on. Just take care of Dillo real fast. Why not, right? Gotta make sure our friend stays happy. Hey, buddy. All right, let's get on back into the base. Actually, I guess I don't need to go to the base. I guess I need to just go back to my cart. But yeah, this was a fun build. This was definitely one of the ones that I'm kind of... as far as Green Hell builds go, this is my favorite one that I've ever done. Which is saying something. I've done a fair amount of Green Hell builds. This is probably the biggest and the longest, like... The one that I'm most proud of, we'll say that. There we go. Just eat that mushroom. Alright, so what time is it? It is currently 4:45 in the morning. Okay. It would be cool if I could finish this cart and just load it up before I head back. Oh, but I just got my first thing of insomnia there. Appreciate the likes. Thank you very much. Mighty kind of you. Let's see if we can ignore some insomnia for a little bit and just come back with all these logs. I knew it was coming because we went out to take care of that tribal raid. And I was exhausted then. And so I figured it was like right around the corner. Still got energy, and so that's all that matters to me, right? Okay, let me grab a couple more from back here. Base building contest starts next week. Our summer base building contest, so go ahead and mention that one. So if you're a member of our Discord, every single season, so once a quarter, we announce a base building contest, and whoever wins or builds the best base that's on brand with the theme, they get a $25 gift card to Steam. Runner-up is randomly selected through just like randomized. So like you can literally submit like a one block Minecraft build just to be in the running. I encourage you not to, but yeah. And then second place, they win a $10 gift card to Steam. And then I'm gonna have a consolation prize this time around. We got a free copy of a game that I'm not going to mention right now, and so we'll give that away for third place. So anyway, base building contest is next week. We start it on July 1st. Can you build out of stone or only wood? You can, in this game, you can only build out of wood, bamboo, or mud. Those are your only options. And so this is a wood build. If you go, I just released it, or re-released it. It's an older build that I did. But I just did one that was like this Drug Lab Fortress. If you go check out the Drug Lab Fortress build, that's a mud build. And that's one of the reasons why that one's smaller, but it looks so much cooler, is because that one was made out of the strongest material in this game, which is mud, which is kind of a pain to build out of. Nope, damn it, didn't want to do that. That was a waste of a long stick right there. Luckily, there's one right here. actually super convenient. Alright, craft with the long stick first. Then we'll go ahead and craft with this rock next. And then, nope, can't pick one of those up there, so we'll just craft it right here. Alright, and we'll rebuild that, and it looks like we got more leeches. Hey, leeches. Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
Alright, so we almost got 1 stack of insomnia. There's an achievement if you get 5 stacks of insomnia, just so you know. There's a small part of me. I don't think I've ever gotten that achievement before. And if I have, I'll have to double check. There's a small part of me that wants to just like keep going until I have the 5 stacks. Alright, so how many more do we need? 2. 2 more logs. There we go, right here. Personally, my favorite to build out of in this game is mud. Because if you do it right, you can build out of mud a lot faster than you build out of wood or bamboo. But again, that's just my personal preference. And really, you just have to have the right area. There's no natural water source up here in the airport. Come on now, turn around. And so when you don't have a natural water source, you literally can't make mud here. The only way I've been able to get it is just from doing that exploit, which is fun, but every single time that I need to go get a stack of mud bricks, it takes a real life hour. And so there's streams, probably about 10 hours of all of the streams in Green Hell have been me getting mud from the Anaconda camp all the way over to the airport here. Which is super fun. I'm not a complainer, so we make everything worthwhile. Look at how gorgeous this is looking, though. Like, slowly but surely getting it done. Can you dig a well? I wish you could. And there's a small part of me that doesn't think that you shouldn't be able to, but you can't. The best you can do are these water filters, which they filter water based on if you need it or not. And so they can technically hold 2 basins of clean water if it's all rainwater, but that's not the easiest to do. And so the water filters are your best bets, but if you need to just drink something, you also have these options down here, which are water collectors. And so I have a bunch of these set up because in the dry season, this is a terrible, terrible spot because of, again, no natural water sources. And so I have the ability to refill 2 of those water filter basins in I think about 3 or 4 passes there. But I don't think that would make sense if you're not like a very big Green Hell player. That probably made 0 sense whatsoever. Okay, there's the doorway there. Okay, so now you need the long stick. Hang on. Got 2 rope left. Perfect. So let's just finish off this one with 1 of these long sticks. And then we can finish off this wall. Cool. I should do more metal building and stuff like that. I haven't really had too much of a time. This is the armory. That's what most of the crafting stuff inside of here is for. Is just armory related stuff, metalworking, weapon building, all of that fun stuff. All right, quick shower. Really quick shower. We actually weren't that dirty. All right, let's get some sleep and hit the last day. Got about 20 minutes before I'm going to be calling today's stream. Let's go ahead and sleep on that one. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the building done in 20 minutes, so we might have to drag that one into the next stream. But after that, it's basically just amenities and decorating, which is fantastic. Man, I need some nutrition. I have not been doing that well. Let's, grabbing a bone. We're gonna have a little special breakfast here. First things first, we'll eat some of that pig meat. A little bit of water. Grab me one of ham. Oh, it's already full? Wow, it's kind of cool. Didn't realize that we already had a full one of those. Love it. Alright, use our fire bow real fast. I want to get my fats like all the way up, and so should be pretty good to use this bone broth here. Yeah, let me just do a little cooking here. There we go. Need carbs too. Take care of that in a sec. Delicious. Oh, it's so good. Man, that like didn't do as much fat as I was hoping. Hey Nick, I'm doing very well. How about yourself? Let's make some coffee. I've been walking around with this coffee in my inventory for the longest time. Let's go ahead and just make some coffee right there. What up, Puma? That would be cool. Fireflies at nighttime. That would be very, very cool. I don't know. Are fireflies indigenous to the Amazon though? Because I thought that fireflies required. Oh, damn it, ants! I thought fireflies required like temperate climates. Like they need the rotting and decaying leaves. That's where they lay their eggs, and so that's one of the reasons why fireflies are getting more and more extinct, is because humans are bagging up all of their leaves. This is honest to God truth. Like, it's because we're bagging up all of our leaves and throwing them away that the firefly population is like dwindling right now. Super sad. I gave myself a haircut, sir, and I'm not even joking about that. I stopped bothering going to the barber shop like about 6 months ago when I started just cutting my own hair. And so whenever it gets a little long, I just grab a pair of clippers and just shave my head. And then I asked my wife to like just trim up the sides and stuff like that. But yeah. Huh. Yeah, I haven't seen fireflies in quite some time. I lived in Washington, D.C., and I would see them when I was a kid in like Northern Virginia and Washington, D.C. Is that the bulb plant? Oh, I like never find this. It's a cool plant, and you don't need it. Like, it's not that big of a deal, right? But it's one to plant. Like, it's a really cool plant to plant. And so there we go. That'll work. That'll work for some fat. Let's go ahead and eat real fast. But there's this one plant, right? This bulb. I now have 2 days to plant this thing. And I can't remember. I think you need a small one. But this bulb, you can cook it. You can eat it. And, like, it makes food and stuff like that. And so I'm going to plant this thing right now because I typically have to go hunting for this thing to find it. And so to see it like this, it's kind of crazy. Where is it? There, that's the mud mixer. Planter, small planting box. Love it. All right, sticks. Now we need the planks. Man, lucky for me, I was literally just carrying everything right here. All right, and so now the bulb. Okay, there's something that we have to do here. We have to harvest it. Yep, and then we get our root. And then the root can get planted. Haha, there it is. And I do not remember what this plant does, but I remember that this was one of the ones that, like, when I was trying to do my garden, it was the biggest pain to do. Let me just add a couple more things into the composter here. Can I dump water into that? No. Okay. Cool. So it's about 4 o'clock. Got a little bit of rope here. Love that. Look at that front right there. It's pretty much done, right? Just gotta do the sides. Cool. Let's get a long stick over on that one. I miss fireflies, man. Like, such a cool insect. And such a unfortunate shame as to why their population is going away. Like, I'm one of those people where I don't understand why we as Americans bag our leaves and stuff like that. It makes no sense to me. Like, they biodegrade. Like, it's a natural reoccurring process, so that way our soil gets nutrients and things like that. But for some reason, humans, they really like to make the environment suffer. And so we destroy all these natural ecosystems and processes in the process. And so that's why you'll never see fireflies anymore. Which is like super annoying because my kid has books about fireflies. There's like a famous nursery rhyme by the Laurie Berkner Band. Who's, if you don't know who Laurie Berkner is, like, let me rephrase that. If you know who Laurie Berkner is, you're either a parent or you had a really, really, really good parent. Laurie Berkner is incredible. But either way, so there's a Laurie Berkner song called Fireflies. And like, it's a song that my kid loves. She sings it constantly. She will probably never see a firefly in her entire life. And that's kind of really sad to think about. But why is she not going to see a firefly? Because HOAs require neighborhoods in the United States to rake up and bag their leaves. And every single time they do it, they're raking up habitats of fireflies. Like they're raking up firefly leaves. And so it's really unfortunate life cycle. Hope one day we'll have to stop dealing with that nonsense. Oh, we got a little bit of leeches here. Let's take care of that. All right, so now it's just a game of bringing back logs. We brought back enough long sticks. So those are just kind of sitting about. I may need to get more of those in the future. But with each one of these walls requiring 3 logs, I'm hoping that one trip is enough. There's a chance we might have to make 2. Just a chance we'll make 2. Love it. I do agree with that. See, I think that, I don't know, I've always felt it's our responsibility, since it's like we live on this planet and stuff like that. I've always felt it's our responsibility to at least do what we can to take care of it. And there's so many people who just don't care. And it's unfortunate, you know, and I'm not trying to knock anybody, but to be frank, a lot of people, they don't care because of ignorance. Like this is an honest to God like thing that's happening right now. I, for the first time in my life, had to put in an HOA complaint. I live in an HOA regulated community. And for those of you who don't know, HOA stands for Homeowners Association. It's basically mini shadow governments that tell you you can't paint your house a certain color. They're stupid. And I don't like HOAs. I don't like the concept of an HOA, but I'm using the HOA to handle a dispute I'm having with my neighbor. And to be honest with you, I'm probably just going to start venting here for the next 5 minutes. My neighbor is trashing my yard, like literally dumping his trash onto my yard, because they are so trashy that their trash like just blows into my yard constantly. My 3-year-old has picked up a crushed beer can off the ground, and like there's rats in our neighborhood because of this neighbor. And so I, for the first time today, actually issued an HOA complaint because like I ignore trashy behavior, but like if my 3-year-old has to deal with your trashy behavior, I'm gonna complain about it. And so either way, talk about parasites and humans being parasites. This guy literally had the audacity. This is a 100% true story. This guy literally had the audacity. He came up to me and he said, "Hey man, could you rotate your sprinkler head? Can you rotate your sprinkler head like 10 degrees because it's getting all these water droplets on my car, my truck." You know, my truck. He's got one of those like big black lifted trucks, but he's too short to get in without using the little oh shit handle. And so it's super funny watching him get in his own truck every time he struggles. But anyway, so he tells me, he's like, "Oh, you got to rotate your sprinkler head because if you don't, like, it's just going to continue to get all these water drops on my car." And so my response to it was, "Okay, I'll adjust that when you start cleaning the beer cans off the ground in our neighborhood and stop treating it like the dump." And he called me a dickhead for it. Or not a dickhead, he called me a dick for it. And I just walked away from him and I didn't bother with him. And eventually I did fix the sprinkler head because I try to be a decent person, even in the face of nonsense. And so I fixed the sprinkler head. I even told him, I was just like, "Hey man, sorry I was rude. Fix your sprinkler head. Please try to keep the trash clean." And then this morning I go outside and his trash cans are overflowing. There's trash literally all over the neighborhood. And so I took a bunch of pictures. I took a picture of their Jesus loves you, pass it on sign right next to all of the trash on the ground. And I sent that to the HOA. And then I tracked down the church that issues out those signs. And I sent over a picture of it. And I was just like, hey, you should teach a lesson about being a steward on the earth and like taking care of the environment and not being a terrible neighbor and all this other stuff. But anyway, I'm sorry for venting. I'm not typically that type of person. This is just nonstop on my mind right now. But oh my gosh, you want to talk about humans being parasites? I live next to one of the biggest parasites on the planet. I live next to that centipede right there. That's my neighbor. That's James. That's my neighbor right there. But anyway, sorry about that. Not trying to insult or anything like that. It's just that's one of the first times that I've ever actually like scratched my head at my neighbor and just been like, are you being real right now? It's ridiculous. Agreed. I agree 100% on that one, John. Being humble is like a superpower. And people who can be humble in the face of adversity, I admire them a lot. Because I'll be frank, like a lot of people come onto this stream and it kind of like they make me laugh a little bit because they say things just like, wow, this is such a chill stream. Like I'm having so much fun just kind of relaxing where everybody else is yelling in my ear. I used to have like anger problems and I used to be really loud and obnoxious, and then I became a dad. And I was just like, well, I can be a loud, obnoxious dad, or I can learn how to be a good dad. And in learning how to be a good dad, I guess everything kind of chilled out. And so, yeah, that's just my little, that's why our streams are the way they are, is because like, I don't have the energy anymore. But anyway. Being humble is a superpower. I'm going to say that again, John. I agree 1,000% that it is not easy learning how to be humble. All right, and with that being said, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to get done here. But I'm pretty much, it looks like I'm done for the day. I think I'm just going to take a shower, check out our progress from afar. Man, finally got it done. Hang on, what time is it? I got like 5 minutes left before I need to get done. Yeah, let's go ahead and use up the rest of this rope real fast, just so I have it. Oh, I forgot to get the rope. Oh, well. See, I did the thing. I told you I was going to do it. Told you I was going to mess it up. Got some white paint here, so we might as well use the white paint while we're waiting. Oh, yeah, I got new frames upstairs. That's where we need to use the white paint. I do love games that allow you to paint not just the whole structure, but like they give you the ability to paint the frames too. That's classy. Like that's really, really classy. And I love when games give you that ability. Okay. We'll continue working on this pretty soon. But in the meantime, we can actually lay down some yellow. Nick, I don't want to go to jail, so I don't want to deal with a dispute like that. But no, the easiest way to do it, and it's almost shameful that I had to do this route. Like, I don't want to have to do this, but I took a bunch of pictures. I reported them to, I rent, I don't own. And so I reported them to my landlord, and my landlord is getting every other rental property in this neighborhood together. And they're basically sending over a massive complaint saying that none of these houses, these like 10, 15 houses, should have to deal with people deliberately trashing our neighborhood. And so he's going to pay fines. Like, he's going to pay fines for this. And then if he keeps it up, I'm going to have to report his construction project that he's currently working on. I'm going to report that to the fire marshal because it's starting to pull away his house. Like, the siding is literally falling off of his house because of his really shoddy construction work. Like, he thinks he's a handyman, but he's not. He's garbage at what he does. And so his house is literally falling apart. And I live in Southern California. This is earthquake country. And so one earthquake and like his house could literally fall in half. And I'm going to go outside and eat popcorn if it happens. But yeah, like that's how I plan on fixing this guy up, is basically I tried talking to him. I tried like saying like, hey man, can you like not trash my neighborhood? Can you not trash our yard? Like, can you be a decent human being, you know? And his response to it was, no, I'm good. And so now I'm escalating to the HOA and probably going to call the trash company too and all that stuff. Check out your build progress. So I did tell my wife that I'm going to head downstairs at 4:15 today because I have to get some stuff done. And she's actually got to come upstairs and she's got to play a game right now. She's not going to be live streaming it, but we're going to be releasing a video tomorrow. Another one of the Gwen Plays, which I think I'm going to call that series Gwen Plays because she doesn't typically play games like this and we just force her to play a bunch of games. But I will be on maybe tonight, Henry. Okay, I will definitely be on. I got 2 minutes, but Minecraft takes like a minute to launch. Hang on, I love that I'm complaining. Minecraft takes 1 minute to launch. What is green? Is green hell still on the screen for you guys? Why is green hell still on the screen? Green hell shouldn't be on the screen for you guys. That's craziness. That's craziness. Yeah. I don't know why green hell is up on the screen for you guys still, or if it still is. But either way. All right. Well, I'm going to end it here because for some reason it's not working properly. I was going to go check it out, but it's definitely not working properly here. Henry, I'll be on tonight, like my time, like probably in about like 5-6 hours. I'll be on tonight and I'll check it out. But anyway, guys, you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out with me and watching. Those of you who can. Down bad, I'm going to call you out again. Thank you again for that donation. Really appreciate that. Really awesome stuff there, guys. And I will be back on tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, same time as always, playing Green Hell again. The goal is to get that building done and finish the garden. We got a lot of planting to do. But either way, guys, you have a great rest of your day.